Did you know if you drop a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds, nothing will happen but it will put a giant smile on my face? Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 3 is being leaked by Epic Games, believe it or not, more so by the day, even though we're 16 days away, 79% complete of Chapter 3 Season 2, and despite an upcoming quest literally revealing what's going to be happening during the live event with the involvement of the 0 point, with the newest map change implemented being the Collider at Loot Lake, with us now being confirmed as to the whereabouts of the mecha team leader robot, where it fled to at the end of the final showdown, and why members of the Seven seemingly can only visit the Fortnite Islands in the form of crashing meteors. Let's just say the leaks in this video are everything to do with Season 3, whether it's from ranging to how we get there, the Battle Pass skins that are going to be included throughout it once the live event ends and downtime lifts, and on top of that there's a secret free reward that literally everyone can get right now, and I'd just like to thank Nvidia also for sponsoring today's video. It's a no-brainer, do yourself a favour, sit back, relax, grab your favourite snacks to stick around and watch this full video, and speaking of favours, one you can do me right now that takes 2 seconds and is 100% free to do in time for Season 3 is enter code FM1 inside the Fortnite item shop. You guys already know this not only puts a giant smile on my face but cheers up my pug Gus too, who's been kinda sad about the fact he knows that 70% of all eyes watching right now are not subscribed. With that said, hit the big red button right now as we're on our final push to 2.5 million or 2.5 million subscribers, and after all it only benefits you as I do give different subscribers every single day. So if you ever want to receive something, simply make sure you subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on, and then comment your Epic Games ID down below and let me know what you'd like to receive, so perhaps you could be gifted like this on screen in front of hundreds of thousands of eyes to see in the next video. But with that said now, enough messing around, we need to dive into everything Season 3, and most specifically right now what's just returned, so make sure of course you don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm not, I'm sitting on my
Don't
back.
go anywhere.
Just before we go any further, I'm happy to give you guys some brand new intel on not only today's sponsor Nvidia GeForce Now, but the fact with this, Fortnite Mobile has officially returned, which is what you're about to see captured gameplay of through mobile. Right now today, Fortnite Mobile has officially launched out of its beta, streaming with touch controls through GeForce Now, all streamed through, well, this thing you see on your phone, iPad or any other device, the Safari web browser on iOS and the GeForce Now Android app. The waitlist for this has literally been lifted today, so anybody right now who is a GeForce Now member will have access to the touch experience simply by launching GeForce Now on their mobile device and tapping on Fortnite. Fortnite Mobile will officially be at your fingertips again instantly with Nvidia's GeForce Now touch control version, which means you can jump in and start playing right away with the screen and just your fingers, no gamepad or keyboard and mouse are needed. Even better yet, they have multiple membership options, and the one I have is the RTX 3080 membership to get the best experience with longer session lengths and priority access to gaming servers. You can download the Android app on the Google Play Store, or alternatively on iOS you can visit play.geforcenow.com, and by searching for and tapping on Fortnite you can literally start streaming it to your mobile device straight away. So make sure before you leave today's video to check out the link in the video description at the very top down below or in the pinned comment and get reintroduced to Fortnite Mobile literally right now. So moving on to our first thing, despite the sponsor being over now, believe it or not, from launching Fortnite through Nvidia GeForce Now on mobile, whether it's iOS or Android, in the item shop right now you can get the Volcanic Assassin quest pack, which not only allows us to get other cosmetics surrounding the set for completing easy quests that you're seeing on screen right now, but also the skin. This is also able to be done through PC, but I figured everybody's got a smartphone nowadays and this makes it literally 10 times easier. We've previously seen things like this with the Street Shadows set that was for $0, just like the Volcanic Assassin pack is right now, so make sure like me you're not missing out on this opportunity, considering the cheapest packs usually, as we're not guaranteed one of these every season, is the brand new starter pack. And speaking of that, the Season 3 one has already been leaked. Data miners typically find these in the last update of the prior season, and it's no different now, as the Min-June starter pack, as you can see, the skin with a yellow kind of theme to it alongside the back bling and dual harvesting tools has been decrypted. Of course, in terms of a skin pack, these are the cheapest or best deal for the amount of money that you need to purchase them, being £4 or $5. It's literally worth it, the price for the V-Bucks alone being 600 that we get with this pack, which actually could help a lot of people get the Battle Pass for the next release in season if they've got at least 350 spare V-Bucks, as each Battle Pass costs 950 if you're not subscribed to the Fortnite crew. But before we unveil more about the next season Battle Pass, the skins and even items that are going to be included within it, firstly we need to break down ultimately what's going to be happening now for the biggest live event in Fortnite history, meaning, well, how we get there. With the release of the 20.40 update, you guys will notice at the center point of our map, or just on the outskirts of Loot Lake should I say, near Tilted Towers, is the Collider POR. How this has linked secretly to our storyline, for those that don't know, despite the progressive map changes of the blimps crashing and the 7 taking back POIs that the Imagined Order previously had, obviously portraying this war or battle between the two factions. In one of the recent loading screens attached to the last member of the Seven skin being revealed, one of the sisters called the Order, she seems to be spying on the imagined Order, no pun intended, and as you can see, what the leader of the IO, Dr. Sloan, is holding or showing the other members of the imagined Order is a hologram of the Collider itself that's been put up. The storyline this season's been very fun to follow through the Resistance quests. If you guys haven't been following along, basically we've been trying to one-up the imagined Order the entire time, again alongside being able to partake in these mini live events pushing back the imagined Order from each individual place they had a blimp over. But strictly talking about the Resistance quest betraying the storyline or betraying what's upcoming, ultimately what the imagined Order had planned, we did not expect this giant Collider to be the IO's doomsday device. The week 8 quest of where we had to scan energy fluctuations around Loot Lake before the Collider was implemented largely implied, due to the resemblance of these energy waves on the ground to the original Midas doomsday device constructed in Chapter 2 Season 2, that we'd be seeing something similar, but no, it's completely ginormous, and believe it or not, we know what's going to be happening next, not only through leaked gameplay early of the next stages, but leaked week 10 quests. Before we reveal what the week 10 quest is, however, if you haven't been paying attention to the voice recordings, it seems the mech, if you didn't know, is being reconstructed or recommissioned by the Seven, as Paradigm, the original manufacturer of the mecha team leader, in the form of Singularity, another snapshot version of herself, which not only means these characters are the same person, but then there's a new style being added for Paradigm strictly just now this season in the 20.40 update, which is going to be involved directly in the live event cinematic. And despite Fortnite teasing across social media the past few days that the mech would be reconstructed or returning to Fortnite in the storyline involved with the live event, alongside data miners digging into the coding to, well, determine this, if you log in today, as you can see, there's a brand new teaser in the lobby, and not only that, it confirms other leaks to do with what's going to be happening in the live event, even involving the moon and us going to it. As you can see on the mech, first and foremost, the most interesting part about it is it's missing the arm that was ripped off in the original final showdown and thrown into the water, which seems to have washed up on our Chapter 3 island outskirts. And considering other parts seem damaged or gone, such as the legs and other body plates, maybe that's why in the week 9 quest we need to fish for mech parts to actually aid the process of this being recommissioned by the Seven or constructed. And as we move on to the week 10 quest, what this reveals about the live event even having the 0 point involved, I made a good tweet earlier, I must say so myself, as I basically broke down everything that this new lobby screen has revealed. I stated, we now finally know that the Paradigm controlling the giant mecha robot fled to the moon after the final showdown, as the Seven have a moon base there teased in today's lobby hotfix, which also explains why the Seven visit the island in meteors. Quick recap for those that don't know, Chapter 1 Season 4, the visitor hit the Fortnite Island in the first ever meteor that demolished one area of our maps. Season exit returned through time frozen in time due to the destabilization of the 0 point, and then in Chapter 2 Season 6, the Foundation appeared on the Fortnite Island, again in no other than a meteor. Of course, a final showdown v2 would definitely be interesting, and everybody I'm guessing would love to see it, as this in my opinion was the best Fortnite live event we've ever seen. However, instead of just watching it this time, believe it or not, data miners have not only been able to find in the coding that we're going to be visiting the moon, confirming that this is a moon base, but believe it or not, the week 10 quest voice lines have already been revealed for the origin, stating this about us piloting the mech if the Paradigm won't.
If she refuses to help, we'll still need a pilot. And you've proven your loyalty to all of us.
Speaking of that week 10 quest, as you can see right now from the gameplay in the background, it does reveal what's going to be happening with the live event, or why the Collider is here in the first place. I'm guessing the energy ball in the middle of it is the 0 point that's been sucked up from the center point of our island. After all, the Collider is literally kind of centered to our island in itself, where the 0 point is usually under. From data miners being able to leak the stages of this that are going to be hotfixed into the game early, however, it's been determined that this is just going to be a build-up, but it even may be the trigger to also start the event. One of these pulsations, as you can see right now, thanks to In the Shade YT over on Twitter. So with us knowing we're not only going to be going to this moon base, despite being there now in the lobby, piloting the mech to actually defeat the imagined Order or try and stop them from activating this device and winning, on top of the fact that data miners have also revealed there's going to be an extended downtime, meaning this live event is definitely going straight into downtime for the next season. Also potentially meaning, unlike it states on the battle pass now, that Season 3 is going to be basically starting on June 3rd, it may be a few days later. Even further developments that we can expect to see until then are not only the event timers, which will look like this in-game above the Collider when there's around a week or 10 days left until the event actually happens, but here's what it looks like also in the lobby. And speaking of the lobby and this live event overall, believe it or not, once we enter the LTM before it occurs or wait for it to happen, it's going to look like this instead of our traditional entering loading screen. And with us knowing Fortnite extends beyond the Battle Royale island, as the Seven do have a base again on the moon, maybe from all the chaos going on in the live event itself, going through space or to different places in space, not just the island attracts the attention of what directly was revealed by Epic Games themselves, leaked early accidentally in this Unreal Engine broadcast, to be Darth Vader in Chapter 3 Season 3, as you can see from the folder name teasing this, C3S3_Vader, which like Doctor Strange I'm expecting to be the last skin we unlock throughout the Battle Pass for the highest level, or on page 10 or level 100, whatever you want to call it. And furthermore interesting, despite there also being a folder like this C3S3 for Jones, don't get it twisted, Jumpsuit Jones just got leaked finally as a skin that will be coming, as we firstly saw him in the end event cinematic, but now is literally, yeah, coming for everybody to buy. Data miners and insiders have been able to determine that this is representing Indiana Jones as a collaboration that's been in the works for literally so long now. Of course, the cinematic trailer for Chapter 3 Season 3 is the first thing we're going to see of Fortnite after the live event itself going straight into downtime, so if either of these characters are involved in the Battle Pass, of course they need to be made sense of visiting the Fortnite Island for this next season at least anyways in that. For more intel in the coming days, make sure you're subscribing to the channel, of course, with all notifications turned on, and don't forget to support the sponsor of today's video, Nvidia GeForce Now, and stream Fortnite Mobile through it to even get that free skin pack that I mentioned at the start of the video. Speaking of other videos now, or where you go to, make sure to interact with anything on screen, but most importantly, hopefully I can catch you in the very next video I do post on the channel.